What is going on, guys? Shiny Delphox here, back with another video. Today we have our PTL D3 Draft Analysis. This is going to be a fun one. I got invited to the PTL. It's the continuation of the NSTL. We have some big names in here. There's also a lot of friends of mine in here. I'm not going to spoil any people yet. I'll just have to wait and see. There's 3 divisions. I'm in D3. Hopefully we can bump up to D2 maybe next season. We'll see. So let's just get straight into this. So I had the first, what the fuck am I saying? I believe there was 16 people, and then I had the 15th pick, which was kind of nice for me, so I had pretty much wheel pick. And I didn't get sniped too much, which was pretty nice for me also. So I have a pretty nice team, and let's just get into it. So, okay, with our first pick here, I picked Jirachi because it was like the 15th pick. This thing was somehow still on the board. I could not let it go after that. Like, how does Jirachi stay 15 picks? Jirachi is a top 10 mon in drafts pretty easily, in my opinion. It's an amazing mon. It's also one of my Z users. It gets a plethora of moves like Draco, Energy Ball, Psychic moves, Dark moves. I think it gets ground moves, Grass, Electric, Water, Fairy. Like, there's even more. I know that, but like, I'm not looking at anything right now, but like, I know there's more. Oh yeah. Also, shout out to the Commissioner Gray, and I believe he's the GFX artist too, because this GFX is amazing. Like, I gotta give him a clap for a second, because this GFX is amazing. And he made stuff for everybody. Thumbnail templates, PowerPoint slides, everything. Like, it's amazing. So yeah, thanks to Gray and all the admins. I'll leave as many as I can remember as links in the description below. And yeah. So that was Jirachi. For my next pick, they were close picks, so I just wanted to get something that was pretty good. I wanted something that could also synergize with Jirachi pretty well. So I picked my boy, what do I call my Hydreigon? Oh yeah, Drop It Like Joey the Hydreigon, because he's going to be dropping those Dracos this season. I was going to say year. It's just such a good dragon type. There's no HP fairy, so unless you have an actual fairy move, you really don't have to worry about that 4 times weakness. And it just synergizes with Jirachi so well. Like, this thing's weak to fairy, which Jirachi resists, fighting, Jirachi resists, ice, Jirachi resists, and then Jirachi is weak to ground. This thing has levitate. Fire, this thing's a dragon type. Dark, this thing resists. There was something else. Ghost, this thing resists. Dark, this thing resists. Like, these two synergize very well, and they're both very scary offensive threats. Oh yeah, by the way, both of them also get U-turn, which is very nice. And Hydra is just a very nice Scarfer. It can be Specs. It's not even that bad mixed either, because it gets like head smash and stuff too. So with my next pick, I had to wait like 30 or so picks before it came back to me. I wanted to pick my Mega, so I was like, why not? Fuck it. I've been wanting to try Mega Altaria for such a long time, so I was like, let's make this 10th time. Complete the FDS core. It's a second dragon. I don't care though. I just want Mega Altaria. This thing is a monster. It gets it can sit up on both sides with D-Dance, Calm Mind, Pixelate ability, so Hyper Voice, Return, Double Edge, all those get boosted. It also gets like Draco, Dragon Claw, Outrage. I don't know if it gets that much like other coverage. That's not Stab. I haven't looked at anything of these mons yet, but like I've been wanting to try it for so long, so I was like, why not? So we had to wait like 2 more picks after us. And then this is another thing that I've been wanting to try for a long time. We have my Lodic here. This thing usually just gets scooped up super fast, so I really don't have time to try it. But now it was round 4, so I said, why not? Let's take it. And yeah, it's a very nice wall on both sides. It gets the Marvel Scale ability, so it's just so fucking bulky. It gets Recover too. It can Haze. Scald is a very spammable move. It gets Dragon Tail, so it could run like AV. It's just an amazing mon. Such a bulky wall, and this thing's gonna be hard to break this season. Next up here, I wanted an electric type. So I picked Jolteon here. It's a very reliable electric type. It gets Volt Switch. So far, out of our 5 mons, 3 of them have what's called momentum moves, which is very nice for us. I don't know if Baton Pass is allowed, but Jolteon also gets that too, and it just hits hard and is super fast. I believe it has 135 special attack and then like 130 speed. I may be wrong on that. It doesn't get like the most coverage in the world, but it gets a good amount of stuff. Like Thunderbolt will twitch it super hard. Then there's also like Shadow Ball, Signal Beam, and HP or Hidden Powers, which pretty much just make up what you need. I believe it gets like some kind of fairy move, like Disarming Voice. So like, better watch out for that Specs Disarming Voice. For my next pick, wait, let me check that. Okay, everything's good on this. Hopefully that's the right way. For my next pick, I choose Gligar because I wanted something that could set rocks. I wanted something that can defog. I wanted something that gets some more momentum, and I also wanted ground type. So, I think I also wanted something that was either levitating or flying type too. So this pick was really good pick for me of what I wanted, because it has that 4 times ice weakness, but Jirachi resists it, Milotic resists it, Jolteon outspeeds most ice types too, so it's not that bad in my opinion. And as I said before, this thing gets Stealth Rocks, Defog, Roost, Swords Dance, Earthquake, Knockoff, U-Turn, probably gets like Brick Break 2 for screens and Aurora Veil and that stuff. It's base 95 speed. It's either 80. No. I think Gliscor is 95, and then this thing is base 80. So it outspeeds most walls too, which is pretty nice. So yeah. Next up here we have Salazzle. This thing's another one of my Z's. There's really nothing else that I could Z. Like, I have another Z later, but I wanted to Z Jirachi, so I just had to use the rest of the points because Jirachi was 18, so I had 12 points after that. So I couldn't Z Hydreigon, and I could Z like Jolteon or Gligar, but those really aren't the best Z's. And then there's stuff later too that I could have Z'd. But there also is one more Z user, so it would. I'm not saying anything else of that. So I wanted a fire type here. Whoops. Let me just make sure. Okay. So I wanted a fire type here, so that way, because I was trying to build up my fire, water, grass core. I already had my Milotic. So yeah. So I picked this thing. it's a good fire type. Gets like flamethrower and stuff. Not that bad of a user too, because like fire blast and stuff. It can get the corrosion, yeah, corrosion ability. So it can toxic steel types and other poison types and stuff like that. Just pretty nice to break down some walls and stuff. It's really fast. I believe it's like 128 or something like that. So it's just a really reliable fire type, which is why I wanted it. Next up here, this was in round 8. It's superior. This thing lasted till round 8. I had 14 points to drop on it. I was completing the grass. Just it's superior in round 8. Admittedly, it's not like the best mon. Like, it's not like a Lando or Celestial in round 8 or something like that. But this thing's really good. It has a pretty good speed tier. I believe it's like 108, I think. 108, 116, something like that. But contrary, Leaf Storm. You click Leaf Storm, and instead of lowering your special attack, it raises it. If you get to +6 with that, it's GG's, because this thing outspeeds a lot of stuff. Admittedly, you do need a boosting item a lot of the time, like Life Orb or Specs or something like that. And you might also need another coverage move, but it's also very good at setting up subs. I don't think it's the frailest thing. I think it has like a bit of bulk. So yeah. Next up here, we have Garbodor. I wanted a poison type. I wanted some more hazards. This thing fit the build. I've been wanting to use Garbodor because it actually isn't trash, contrary to popular belief. But it also has a cool shiny. Don't even at me. This thing, it hits pretty hard. It gets some stuff like Drain Punch, Gunk Shot. What else does he get? I know it gets some other punching moves. Damn, I'm really blanking right now. It has 100% toxic. I already had a poison type before in Salazzle, but Salazzle doesn't get toxic spikes or spikes. So I was like, why not? Let's pick up my boy Garbodor here. So next up here, I wanted a fighting type. You guys may or may not know, it is my boy Primeape. So if you guys don't know, I love Primeape. Watch one of my old CBL videos. This thing is the GOAT. And once I saw that I needed a fighting type, and this thing was still around, I had to pick it up. Like, there was no way I wasn't going to pick it up. And I also think that past semi-in and stuff like that already got taken. So I was like, let's take my boy Primeape here. My boy All-Star. Ooh, wait. I just sneezed. So this thing is an amazing Scarf user. It gets a bunch of coverage. It also gets U-turn too. Just to name a couple of the stuff that it gets: Gunk Shot, U-turn, punching moves, close combat. Unlike a lot of stuff, it actually gets Ice Punch. And that was just a couple of the things. Like, I know it gets a lot more than that. So, yeah. Earthquake, too. So, next up here, had a bit of a meme pick. We got the Rufflet up in here. Z user, Rufflet. Rufflet's about to blow your fucking whole team back. Like, my boy's about to squawka up in your face. So I figured, why not get Rufflet? Like, I wanted to get something out of 1 point because I already knew what my last pick would be, and it was on the wheel. So I doubted that Bulba would take my last mon. So I was like, let's get the boy Rufflet. It's not horrible. Just like a mini Braviary. Can hit hard with like Brave Bird and stuff. Gets Does it get huge power? I know it gets sheer force and some other good abilities. I don't know if it gets huge power. Might be wrong. Scarf Rufflet, watch out. Fucking Flynium Z Brave Bird, watch out. This thing's about to blow your team back. Just look at that face. Look at that. Oh, shit. Look at that face. He's going to kill your family. Anyways, last up here we have Dusknoir. Literally all I wanted was a ghost type. This was like one of the few ghost types left, so I said fuck it, let's get Dusknoir. I think it's pretty bulky, just like punching moves, Nightshade, stuff like that. And I needed something out of 6 points that was a ghost type, so I was like, why not Dusknoir? So yeah, if you guys like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys next time. Peace. In the outro, there will be a link to my stuff to subscribe, my last video, and something that is recommended for you. So yeah, peace.